What's going on, people? What's going on? Sorry, I was muted. How we doing? How we doing here? Let's fix this a little bit. Okay, welcome back to another stream. This is GVS. We try to cover all things sports, so let's get into it. What I wanted to do in this stream is I wanted to let's just go over some of the sports that we got going on today. I mean, I know right now the Kings are putting it to the Panthers here in the third period. There's about 5 minutes left. They just scored another goal to make it 2-1 after being down 1-0 heading into the third period. So what I wanted to do was we're just going to cover all things sports. We're going to talk about, college basketball, a little bit of NHL, a little bit of NBA, a little bit of news in the world of the NFL. There's a couple head coaches that got a job today. We'll talk about those. We'll get into playoffs if the NHL playoffs started today, and we'll look at the playoff bracket. And then we'll end up, we'll end the stream with a tier list. I'll go through all 30 teams, and then we'll just check the chat and see what you guys got in the, in the comments. Just seeing like, hey, here's a sports take, let's cover it. So let me get out of this. Hold on, let me close out of this. Let's get some music going, shall we? Here's the music. All right. I'll turn it down just a little bit. Okay, alright. So, sorry, my eye. Okay, here we go. Let's minimize this. Okay, there's my... Okay, here we go. Let's get into ESPN.com. ESPN.com. And then when we get to it, we're going to screen link, the thing. Does that make sense? Okay, so right now, Golden State... they're down to Sacramento State by 6 points. There's 50 seconds left to go in that one. Home, nothing big on the homepage. So let's break down. Let's go to the MLB first. The biggest news that I saw that came out is we got a lot of names. The biggest ones that stand out to me are CC Sabathia, the pitcher for the Yankees, and Ichiro Suzuki for the Seattle Mariners. They're both going to go to the Hall of Fame, so congrats to them. Which, fun fact, one of the photos that they had, which I didn't even know this, they were teammates at one time, because that's what the photo thumbnail is of them just, giving each other a high five and stuff back when they were both on the Yanks together. Let's check if there's any free agency. I know there was someone who moved. Yes, Santander, and then we talked about Sasaki going to the Dodgers the other day. There were a couple other big names that I saw. Pete Alonso and Alex Bregman, they still need to find a place to go for the MLB. We already know about Juan Soto going to the Mets. Yeah, other than that, we'll see. Okay, all right, let's go to the NBA. Let's talk about the NBA. So big news coming out of the NBA. Yes, I know about this one because I saw it and I was like, oh, brother, here we go. Jimmy Butler got suspended again. I think this game's going to be, I think this suspension's going to be a little bit smaller. I think this might be a 2-3 game suspension maybe. Let me just read up on it. I think it had to do with him not getting on the plane or something. The Miami Heat on Wednesday night suspended star guard Jimmy Butler for 2 games. So it was 2 games. We have suspended Jimmy Butler for 2 games on a continued pattern of disregard for team rules and subordination and churlish. I want you to take your ass down to O'Shaq Hennessy's office. Principal O'Shaughnessy, get out of my class! Yeah, but yep, during the road trip, after missing the flight, because he missed the flight, Butler had just returned Friday from a 7-game suspension for multiple instances of conduct and detrimental to the team. Well, yeah, when you tell the owner, Pat Riley, hey, lace him up and guard me, yeah, your ass is, you're in the dugout, son. So I think, I bet there's probably rules and regulations for, hey, if we have our flight, and let's say flight leaves at, let's say for shits and giggles, 6 o'clock, your ass better be ready to go, and at the airport, waiting, headphones in or whatever, sitting down, waiting to get on the plane by 30 minutes before, something like that. At least I would guess. I don't know, but it seems like he missed his flight. It's gonna be suspended a little bit more. I think a lot of this too. I think just has to do with, he doesn't want to be there. And so what are they going to do? Just suspend him a little more? Because it's like he doesn't care. He already, he's already wanting to go to Phoenix, allegedly, because he wore Phoenix colored shoes the other day. So his foot's on, his foot has opened the door on his way out. Like he's already, so anyways, that's nothing to lose sleep over. Let's see what else going on. Shea Gilgeous Alexander scored a career high. Did the Kings just they barely missed the empty netter. Okay, so there's a minute left to go in this one. It's still 2-1. 1-0 comeback's not too much in the NHL. I mean, a 3-0 comeback for what the Oilers did a couple nights ago against the Avs. That was a big one, but let's see if the Kings can hold on here. I don't think I will say this because I've already had it pre-planned. I had to do it with what's the word I'm looking for? Just with regards to like setting up the stream. I already have the bracket ready to go. So like if if the Kings were to win, they don't move up. If the Panthers were to win or lose, they don't move up or down. Like the teams who are set in, the only team that could potentially get the 1, it would be between Vegas and Winnipeg, because Kings are down a couple in their own division because they're behind the Oilers and yada yada. But that's neither here nor there. So there is a minute left to that. Anyways, let's keep it rolling. So back to it though. So Shea Gilgeous, he had a career high of 54 the other day against the Jazz. Green's still sorry, but tells Poole, move on, bro. Oh, this is probably from their beef back in 2022 when he punched him, the TMZ video. Mavericks lose center. Oh, Lively's out with an ankle fracture. KD recalls Nets' big 3 despite dysfunction. Well, yeah, dude, you guys played, 13 games together? Selfishness and blackballing. That's why the big 3 in Brooklyn never worked. Selfish politics and NBA policies is why the big 3 never got to flourish in Brooklyn. Which, if you want to rant on that, let me know. Hit that like button and comment after the show is done. Give me a big 3 rant or something, because I'll tell you why. But I know YouTube's gonna flag my ass for it, so we'll save it for Rumble. And if it was why Aaron Rodgers was suspended in 2021. It's why Kyrie was suspended. And if you read between the lines, you know what I'm getting here. That is why the big 3 never worked out. Just selfish policies and stuff, and the league choosing to blackball players, I don't think it's right. Which now, as we're 2-3 years away from it, doesn't matter anymore. All right, let's see. 26 seconds left. Empty netter. Come on. Shoots, misses. Okay, 20 seconds left. Okay, let's see if Florida has a push for one more shot. Okay, there's Reinhardt. Nope. 10, 9, 8. Oh, Verhaeghe. Come on. Nope. They're not going to be able to get it done. Goalie doesn't have his stick. Okay, now he has his stick again. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Any extra chippiness? We got a fight going? Yep, we got a little bit of a fight going. Matthew Tkachuk. Ref's telling him to get off. Okay, well, look at that. Kings come back. They get a win. Oh, yeah, Tkachuk's going to let him know a little bit. Him and Kempe were going at it. Okay, let's go over here to the Warrior. Oh, never mind. The Kings-Warriors game's over. Kings won 123-117. I don't think anything else is on. I think those were our 2 games because, again, it's West Coast teams. Like, usually, and this is how it's been always, but I'm just getting used to it now, is that when these West Coast teams play, it'll be 10:30, 10:40. Games won't be over. They'll be wrapping up. Like right now, the Clippers in Boston, they're playing. There's still 3.5 minutes left in the 4th quarter, so this game might go a little bit longer. Okay, let's continue to read some of the main headlines from ESPN. So yeah, Katie recalls the Nets' big 3. I mean, they could have won it all. I'm going to be honest. They could have made a run for it. I mean, we're like KD. You know, what does KD wear? Size 16. KD had smaller feet. We're 3-point away from the Bucks not even getting to the final. So, Lakers Vanderbilt cleared to make second debut. Okay, Bucks Pelicans postponed due to historic weather storms. Correct. The world is, America is not only on fire, but it's also during, you know, it's got an ice age going on too, which is crazy, man. A lot of crazy shit going on in the world. Okay, let's move now to scores in the league, around the league. All right, let's start with Jazz and Thunder. So Shai Gilgeous, he had his career high. They beat the Jazz 123 to 114. Grizzlies take care of business against the Hornets 132 to 120. Cavaliers, dude, look at the Cavaliers, man. They missed. Ooh, look at this, but here's the big headline out of it. Missed foul shots, doom Cavs, and lost to the Rockets. They only lost by 1 point. It was 108 to 109, so the Cavs dropped their 7th game of the season. Rockets improved to 29 and 14, and if I'm not mistaken, they're still number 2. Because I haven't seen them go on a skid here lately. Mavericks, another loss to the T-Wolves. This time 115 to 114. Ooh, that was by 1 point. That was by 1 point. Okay, here we go. Suns get a win over the Nets. Oh, that's probably okay. That's why there's probably that article of KD because it was in Brooklyn. It was in Brooklyn. How many points? Let's see. Let's see how many points KD had in this game. In 30 minutes, he had 24 points. Okay. All right. The Pistons and the Hawks. The Pistons won 114 to 104, improving their record to 23 and 21. Could not have asked this not even a year ago because it's like Pistons were ass and now they've turned it on. Okay, and then Kings just barely beat the Warriors by 6 points, 123 to 117. So the Warriors continue to skid. Top performers, Andrew Wiggins with 25 points and Sabonis with 26. Did Curry play? Steph Curry did play, but he only had 14 points today, so 1 for 4 on 3-point, and 6 for 11 on shooting. So not the best shooter, tonight. That went to Andrew Wiggins. Okay, makes sense. And then the Clippers versus Celtics game. That is 96 to 91. Which, in fact, let me turn on. What's this streaming on? Why is this not on YouTube? Let's see where this one's been broadcast. This is probably an NBA. You know how sometimes they do the NBA TV exclusive shit where it's like, oh, you have to have NBA League Pass or yeah. We'll see here. Okay, while that loads up, the score to that one, well, Clippers just made a bucket because the score changed to 93 to 96. There's 3.5 minutes to go in that one. Ooh, the Jets and the Avalanche are playing right now. Let's see. Let's go Avalanche broadcast. Maybe this thing's already over. Yep, Jets defeat the Avalanche 3-2 in overtime. Wait. Go back. Okay, we're done. Okay. Sports Center's thumbnail tonight is Jimmy Butler, so a lot of people going on about that. But okay, now it's 99 to 95. So Celtics, by the time we're probably done looking around the league, final score might be done there. Okay, let's go to the NFL now. And let's look at some of the main big stories. That's rich. Patrick Mahomes disagrees. Chiefs are getting favorable calls. Okay, that's rich. Mahomes, refs not giving us favorable calls. Bullshit. Jets turn to Glenn as coach. GM search ongoing. Okay, so Glenn's gonna go to the Jets. I did see that. Quinn relishes in showing critics how we get it done. Jaguars GM Balake. How do you say that? B-A-A-L-K. Belk? Out as Cone. WD. What? Interesting. Okay, all I know is the GM is out. I did see that. That's a weird. What is the WD stand for? Whatever. And then the Bears, Johnson, excited to get to work because he had his first press conference today. Titans GM open to trading back from the #1 pick. Yeah, which that's showing that the Titans don't like. If the Titans are opening up from trading down the #1 spot, that's showing that Shador is not like guaranteed the #1. Everybody's talking that Cam Ward, Travis Hunter, and Shador are going 1, 2, 3 off the board. Which again, this is still very, very early in the draft process and all the draft hype. I have a feeling Shador's going to fall. Travis Hunter's coming off the board right away. I think Cam Ward might be the first quarterback off the board. But then I think we're going to go to linemen. We're going to go to defensive tackles. We're going to go corners, safeties. Shador's probably going to be a middle of the first round pick. I know not a lot of people might like that, but like, who knows? And then again, maybe this is all just, dust in the wind. Because like maybe it's just can we really go get the #1 pick? No. And they don't end up giving it up because, again, we're still in the middle of January. They don't need to confirm and finalize and have a plan till April. So, all right, let's go to the NHL now. Let's talk about what's going around in the NHL. Inside the Washington Capitals, stunning retool on the fly around Alex Ovechkin. Well, whatever they've done, it's been working because look at them now. They're on a win streak. They're playing the best hockey they've played in a very long time. Okay, Devils goalie Markstrom expected to miss time. I did see here about that. Devils honor Lemieux in Ring of Honor ceremony. McDavid not proud of reaction, frustrated by ban. What, like the TikTok ban? No, I'm teasing. Edmonton Oilers captain Connor McDavid expressed both remorse and frustration Wednesday on the cross-checking incident. Oh, okay. Well, it's hockey. Do they have a video? Ooh. Suspended McDavid for 3 games, but he ultimately decided not to appeal. Okay, so he probably knows. Yeah, that was a dirty ass hit. So I haven't seen the hit, and they don't have a video here, and I can't show the video because I don't want to get. The NHL's really touchy with copyright claim, so we're not gonna do that. Ducks land winger Bailey in trade with Sharks. Avalanche's Nichushkinin delayed by injury setback. Nichushkinin, wasn't he the one that got suspended due to off ice? Yes, I think. Yep. Nichushkinin has not played since December 31st. Yep. Yeah, because there was one Avs player that had to step away due to off ice issues and. Yeah. Okay. The PWHLPA names Underwood as executive director. I'll be honest, I don't understand what that means. Okay. Let's go to the scores. Let's talk about what's going on around the league. Okay, here we go. So, Bruins lose to the Devils. They lose another one. That's 6 in a row, if I'm not mistaken. No. Their skid was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They did lose 6 in a row, but then they beat the Panthers. That's what stopped their 6-game losing streak. Right now, 1, 2. They've won 3 out of the last 5, so that's not too bad. So Devils lose to the Bruins. Bruins lose to the Devils 5-1. Blue Jackets upset the Maple Leafs 5-1. Holy shit. Okay, Columbus is playing some inspired hockey. 5-1 in Toronto. Very impressive. Jets get the win in overtime over the Avalanche 3-2. And then the Panthers, like we saw, blew away 1-0 lead to the LA Kings and lose 2-1. Okay, let's talk about we haven't talked about I haven't given my reaction necessarily on the Notre Dame game and the national championship. I mean, when you don't get a first down since your first drive of the game, and you go 3-and-out, punt, 3-and-out, all the way in, and your next first down is in the third quarter. I mean, there's reasons why Notre Dame lost the game. Personally, when they tried to kick the field goal and it doinked off the upright, I would have gone for it. I know Freeman talked about how it's easier to, like, he gave it the way he explained it in his post-game conference was he's like, it'd be easier for us to be down by 14 than to, like, just some weird excuse. And it's like, okay, whatever, float your boat, dude. I would have gone for it, and I bet a lot of people would have gone for it too, because after they scored the touchdown and got the 2-point conversion, and it was only an 8-point game, we're looking at, well, if they would have went for it earlier and scored a touchdown, look at this, we have a tie ball game. So I think if there were probably 6-7 more minutes in the game, who the hell knows what would have happened. But I mean, Ohio State ended up winning, they don't care. So and then Ohio State, they ended up at number 1 in historic AP finish for the Big Ten. I saw that Arizona State ended at number 7. The college football title game viewership was down though from last year. I think it's probably just because a lot of people hate on Ohio State, and I don't blame them. Ohio State's an easy team to hate. Sources: Ohio State quarterback Brown signs with Cal. Okay, so, all right. 2025 quarterback Newkirk commits to Belichick's Tar Heels. Okay. Ryan Day Buckeyes, and great story with college football crown. Irish loss falls on my shoulders, Freeman says. And then OSU, Texas open betting favors for the 2026 college football title. Oh, I will probably not in this stream, just because this stream is going to be more geared towards the NHL, and I'm going to talk about the bracket and then do a tier list. I do want to react to already opening day games for next season, because week 1's going to be a big one. Like some games that I saw, Texas is going to Ohio State. Florida State's playing. Let's just liven upcoming games. Oh shit. Where is here's the money line. Here we go. So Texas is favored over Ohio State for next season. Well, Arch Manning is, we'll see how good Arch Manning is. Then Georgia, then Oregon, then Penn State. Alabama, Notre Dame, Tennessee, LSU, Clemson, Ole Miss, Miami, Texas A&M, Michigan, and South Carolina. Well, interesting betting odds. Where are some of the let's just see. Let's pull it up. Let's just pull up some of 2025 opening 25 week 1 matchups. College football schedule. Let's just look at some of them. Iowa State and Kansas State are in Dublin, Ireland. That is one that I saw. There was a handful of other ones. Where's the other? Yep, Alabama at Florida State. There we go. Alabama at Florida State. Auburn at Baylor, which that game is probably not going to be that big. LSU at Clemson. Texas at Ohio State. Utah at UCLA. Kinda. We'll see how both teams are. Cal at Oregon State, and then There's not too many big games. This is actually kind of disappointing, low key. The Alabama at Florida State's probably going to be the night game, and then the LSU versus Clemson's probably going to be the Monday game, because you know how they do games on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Yeah. The Sunday game, there's the Sunday game, South Carolina at Virginia Tech. There's a lot of hype for that game. That game might be just meh. Okay, so there's that. Okay, all right, peeps. Hello, chat. How's everybody doing? Here we go. So I have nothing really much else to say. Let's get into here. Let me close out of this. Let's move this over here. Let's move to, should we do chat? Should we do our, let's do our bracket first. And then we'll do our tier list at the very end. Here we go. So let me get this queued up. Let's go right here. Now watch this, ready? Whoop. And then we'll go right here. Whoop. Okay. So then we'll move this up here. Okay, and then we'll go right here. Shrink me down just a little bit. Okay. As you can see, there's already squares here. I have, again, to make the graphic all pretty, I've already, moved it over a little bit. Okay, let me move this in. Okay. Where's my... No. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to move my camera on the horizontal side. Hold on, stay with me. Aha, here we go. Okay, now I'm gonna grab the camera. Nope. Stay here. Nope, wrong one. Here we go. Okay, we're gonna shrink down just a little bit. Okay, watch this. So this is what's so cool that I figured out about cropping. Look at this. Whoop! So I'm able to just crop that easy. Like I can be like, just easy like that. Okay, and then okay, we'll put me right here in the middle. I know, a little self-centered, huh? No, I'm teasing. Okay, so all right. So we have me in the middle, and then we can see which. Y'all want me to start with the left side or the right side first? You know what? Let's go with these matchups over here. So Columbus, I will say this. So Columbus has moved theirself up. The team that is out is Boston. Boston has slipped out, and who took their place was Ottawa. But I just think with how inspired the Capitals are playing right now and just how they're on a tear, Ovi's about to break the record. I'm going to take the Capitals in this one, and then out of Carolina and New Jersey. New Jersey's been on a skid. They're not playing really good hockey right now. So, boom. That's going to be my round 2 matchup. I have the Capitals moving on and playing the Hurricanes. Let's go over here. So, with this side too, so it was all shifted. All these guys were up here, and all these guys were down here because Vegas was the #1 team. But Vancouver was the wild card 2 spot. They have slipped out. I'm gonna roll with the Jets on this one over the Calgary Flames. I need to watch some Calgary Flames hockey. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how well they've been doing as of late. And then with the Dallas Stars, I'm gonna take them over Minnesota. So in my round 2 matchup, give me the Jets versus Dallas. All right, let's. Whoa, this don't matter. This is something totally different. This is if, okay. Fun fact, this is if the seedings were 1 through 8, meaning the #1 team plays the #8 team. The #2 team plays the #7 team. That's how this seeding is and stuff, but they don't do seedings in that way. Who's ever the #1 team overall in the West, they're like up at the top. Here, let me click on, it's this one. See, it's super weird. So Central 1, that just happened to be the division, but the Dallas were statistically, whenever this screenshot or this one was taken, as of December. Okay, the Jets were the number one team in the NHL. So they're the number one. There was a time where Jersey, they were the number one team in the East. So both these teams were number one. Okay, and then the wild card 2, so the 8th seed technically plays them, and then the team who's number 1 in the other division in the West or East, they're right here, and then everybody else who's still within the same division, they play each other right here because Toronto and Boston, they're in Florida's division. I didn't know that originally, like when the standings and stuff like were structured like that. I was like, what the hell is all this about? That's what it's about. It's about the seedings and correct seedings, because they don't do what the not the WNBA. I don't know the playoff format for the WNBA, but they don't do what the NBA does, which is 1 versus 8, 2 versus 7, and so on and so forth. And then everybody plays, throughout. They do this weird division thing, which is why Toronto and Boston are going to run into each other for the next foreseeable future, or Tampa Bay and Toronto, because just with how it is. Trying to force those weird rivalries, which I would do it this way personally, where 1 plays 8 and so on. So, all right, back to it. So that's my little explanation. So I looked at the seedings, and then I reseeded because there were a few. Because the last time I looked at this was about a week ago. There were different teams in different spots. All right, so out of Vegas and the Avalanche, I'm just gonna have to roll with Vegas because of how good Vegas has been as of late. And the Avs have hiccuped on a couple games that they should have won. And then out of Oilers and LA, I think this is going to be a tough series no matter where they're ranked, just because of just how close these two teams play each other. But ultimately, I'm going to roll with McDavid. And so I'll have Vegas versus the Oilers in the second round. And then down here, I just think Florida's way too much for Tampa, so I'm going to roll with the Panthers. And then I have Toronto, my bad, out of Toronto and Columbus. Given that tonight Columbus upset them, I mean, I'm just going to take it as a fluke game by the Leafs because I need to study in on Columbus and see how they're actually winning some of these games, because they are winning some of these games big. I'm still going to roll with Toronto. So in my round 2, I'll have Toronto playing Florida. Okay, so now we're in round 2. Things are getting a little dicey. Let's move. Hold on. Let's see. Let's move. Okay. All right. Just had to double check something real quick. Okay. Let's go back over here on this west side for the Western Conference Final. Drum roll. Brrr. Boom. I know it seems a little unoriginal. I need to, now that the football season is starting to simmer down, we just ended college football. The NFL is about to wrap up. There's about 3 more weeks. We're going to go all in on hockey. We're going to go all in on basketball and stuff. But from what I have seen, constantly checking the standings, constantly checking wins and losses and stuff, Vegas and Winnipeg, they've been battling over the number 1 team. They're on the west side. I think Vegas is a team that the Oilers do not want to run into. I think I'd give the Oilers more of a chance if they ran into the Avalanche and stuff, and those two played head-to-head. But if Vegas secures this 1 spot, they're blitzing all the way through, and they'll be the away team for the Western Conference Final. And same goes over here. I think whether it's the Wild or whether it's one of the wild card teams, somebody around round 1 needs to knock off the Jets, or if it's a unique situation where, hey, the Flames and the Jets in their series during the regular season, Calgary actually split it even down the middle, or they actually won 1 more game than them, or they lost 1 less game, but that loss was in overtime. That ended up being the difference. I'm going to study a little bit more on that and check in for when the playoffs eventually roll around to go, hey, the Jets might look like an easy win here over Calgary, but hold on, let's go and look at each game to game that they played during the regular season. So, yeah. This is going to be who I have for the Western Conference Showdown. Jets in Vegas, man. A rematch of 2018. Over here, just with how good the Capitals are playing right now, I'm rolling with them. And with Florida, I'm going to have Florida on quest to defend their cup. So in the Eastern Conference Finals, we're going to have the Panthers against the Capitals. And then to break down, I just noticed, so we have two of these tan colored teams getting to the conference finals. Let's just go here. This is my Stanley Cup. If the playoffs started today, Capitals versus the Jets, it seems a little unoriginal. I'll admit that, because it's two number one teams going at it. Like, wow, how original. You got two number one teams going at it. But I think OV and the Capitals, they're doing something special this year, and I really think, because I've been holding on for the Penguins to do good, for the Capitals to do good. Who else? I mean, I wanted to see some of these, like the greats, like Patrick Kane, Sid, Ov, Kempe. He was the captain before. Patrice Bergeron. Like, I wanted to see them all, like, where we go, okay, 1 year this legend's gonna win the cup, right off into the sunset. And so like in 23 I wanted it to be Boston, and then in 24 I wanted it to be, like, I don't know, Sid and the boys for the Penguins, and then 25 it can be the Caps, and then in 26 it can be, Patrick Kane or something, like with a weird run with the Red Wings or something. Because I feel like the young guys, they'll get there eventually. The middle guys are like our Cale Makars, our Nathan McKinnons, our Connor McDavids, Austin Matthews. They'll win it in like 4 years from now. I just have a feeling that, like, the experienced guys who are on their way out, it's like, okay, I have probably 1 or 2 more seasons to realistically try to get a cup. So I have a feeling that if the Capitals are going to win it again, and if Ovi's going to break the record and get one more ring, it's going to be this season. You know what I mean? And so, well, better time to do it than now. Like, they are the best team in the NHL. And the Jets have just kind of come out of the West, and they're playing good hockey. This series, though, I will be honest, could go either way. It could be Vegas versus the Capitals, which, how historic and fun would that be, where it's like, look at this. We meet again in the Stanley Cup all these years later. And then we have like a little bit of a rematch. Which, who did the Caps? Let me look it up. Oh, the Capitals got through Tampa Bay when they went in 2018. But, like, how fun would that be if rematch, and then rematch, where the Eastern and Western Conference Final and then the Stanley Cup Final, it's all just 2018 all over again. And then we got the Cavs who are playing good. Who knows? We could have 2018 all over again. But so this is going to be my thoughts and my predictions. Right now, if the playoffs started right now, we still got a lot of time. I mean, some teams collapse around the All-Star break. I mean, injuries, goaltending catching a dud where they're not playing good hockey. Some teams get real hot. Some teams slow down. Like, I'm thinking about a couple seasons ago, again, in the 23 season, Florida, they went on a run. In February, the hottest team, even though, like, record-wise it didn't show for it, Red Wings. Nobody's going to know that, and nobody's going to remember it, but it's like the Red Wings were the best team, but because they lost to the Capitals in, like, the last period at the last second, they didn't get to go be the 8th seed, and, like, it didn't end up mattering because whoever the 8th seed was eventually either going to get rolled by the Bruins or the Rangers, like, so it didn't matter, but, like, they were the hottest team at the time. But this is who I got going to the Stanley Cup Final, and this is my prediction if the playoffs started today. But we still got, oh my gosh, we still got a lot of time. Like, we got, so it's February 22nd, March 22nd, So we still got about 3 months. Okay, let's go now. We'll go right here. Let's go to whoop. Let's see how this looks like through StreamYard. Do I need to tweak it just a little bit here? What if we grab this side? Nope. Oh, that's why I'm grabbing X, not the crop button. So here. Okay, let me go right here. Come on. Okay, then I'll grab my camera. Nope. I'll go over here. Just crop it a little bit. Crop it. We might mess with it because I do know this, that the second I start moving these teams, it's going to shrink down a little bit. Here, let's restart the track over, because the track is going to start again. Look at the music. Woo! Let's move that over here. Alrighty. Let me minimize that. Okay. Alright. Okay, so let's get into it. Alright, so here we go. Here is our NHL tier list. This is how we're going to wrap up the stream, and then I'll check the chat, and if you guys got any sports questions, I'll try to answer it the best of my abilities, because it is 11:11 and I don't want to wake up tired tomorrow morning. Okay, let's just go alphabetical order. All of these are set up alphabetically. The Avalanche, again, let's do best case scenario. Let's do best case scenario. Try to give every team the benefit of the doubt. I think the Avalanche can make the Western Conference Final. Oh, and see how slow it is. Ooh. Oh yeah, it's really slow. Okay. Blackhawks, I think best case scenario, they're average. They haven't been doing too well. Blues, I think best case scenario, being an average team. Boston Bruins, ooh, best case scenario, they can probably get to the playoffs. Canucks, didn't the Canucks get to like the semis last year and they lost to the Oilers? Who was in the... Was it Oilers versus Dallas in the Western Conference Final? Who was it? I don't remember the Western Conference. Literally, I watched it to a T, made videos, and I don't even remember who was in the 2024 Western Conference Final. Conference Final. No, not T-Wolves and Mavericks. Let's do NHL, not NBA. It was Dallas. Yeah, it was Dallas. It was Dallas and Edmonton. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. I think they can make the playoffs. Okay, now Washington Capitals. I think they can win the Stanley Cup. Columbus, if they keep on their momentum, hot streak they got right now, they're definitely making the playoffs. Okay, now here comes the fun part. The Utah Coyotes. I think average. They're not making the playoffs. The Devils, best case scenario, I think they can get to the Eastern Conference Final. Now, they have been on a little bit of a skid. I believe they lost 9 out of 11 or 12 games recently, so they've been playing rough ball. Ducks are garbage. That one's easy. Calgary, average. Flyers, garbage. Habs, average. Ooh, see, I can already tell. Okay, here we go. Hold on, let's crop it real quick. See, I can tell it's already going. So let's crop that. Whoop. Okay, back to it. All right, back to it. Sorry. Hurricanes. I mean, with Brindamore and how fun that story would be of him winning a cup, both as a player and a coach. Yeah, I think they can win the Stanley Cup. Just, it's got to be one of those things where they catch the Rangers on a bad night. Rangers. We'll get to the Rangers, but like, they catch the Devils on a bad night and sneak, because they got their home win, and then they go on the road. They catch the Devils on a bad night. They catch the Capitals on a bad night, and from taking the momentum of tying a series 2-2, they take a 3-2 series lead or something like that. Puck bounces their way, just kind of one of those improbable run-esque type things. Because downright, do I think Carolina can beat Washington outright? No, but I don't know. Playoff hockey is a whole different thing, man. Who knows? Washington could joke it away and disappear because we thought the Bruins were going to win the final, and then they blow a 3-1 series lead to the Panthers. So, all right, the Jets. I think the Jets can win the Cup this year. The Kings. I think the Kings can get to the playoffs. Vegas. I think Vegas can definitely win the Cup this year. Seattle's garbage. Toronto, because of history's sake. Just because of history's sake. They ain't going anywhere, the Eastern Conference Final. The Islanders are kind of playing like garbage, so I'll put them in garbage. The Oilers. I got that out. I'll go right here. Whoop. Let's grab that. The Oilers, I think it'll be another good run because the teams that I think are in the Oilers' way to get there, these two. Because it'd be 1-2 and then a quick second. Like 1-2, 3. Because I don't know what other team in the West is up there with these three teams. Wild? Dallas? Maybe. I think the Oilers can win the Cup. Panthers damn sure can win the Cup. They won it last year. Oh, my Penguins. I got to show a little bit of bias here, but try to be unbiased. Right now, we are very average. If there's an in-between average and playoffs tier, that's where I would have them. Dude, the Preds have been garbage. New York. I want to see how many games New York is behind before I get into this rant. Ooh, overtime. The Clippers and Celtics went to overtime. Okay, here we go. Let's go to NHL standings. How many games back are wild card? Here we go. Points. We'll just do points behind. Okay, so the Rangers are a win. They're a win behind. Like if Ottawa loses one and Colorado, and then the Blue Jackets lose one, because it's 50 points. They have 50 points. Boston has 52. Montreal has 52. Columbus has 53, and Ottawa has 52. So we have like a three-way tie for the 8th seed and then Columbus with the one extra point. That's why they're the 7th seed. So if Columbus, Ottawa, Montreal, and Boston, if they all lose, and then New York gets a win and spring loads into the 7th seed, and then they play complimentary hockey, they will get to the playoffs, but I am only giving them that because they have been atrocious this year. I really thought the Rangers could win the cup, but I'm just going to put them right here because I'm not going to say, oh, hell yeah, they could win the cup. Because, no, we'll see. We'll see how good the Rangers are going to be around the All-Star break. Detroit. Ooh, Detroit. I think Detroit can be a playoff team, too. Sabres are garbage. Average. We'll see how things end up with them. Garbage. That was easy. I mean, I feel like it's been these, this team, no, not so much, but which is so weird is they were in the Eastern Conference Final back-to-back seasons, and they've just fallen off a cliff. I think Dallas can make the Western Conference Final again. I mean, back-to-back Western Conference Final. And I think that was a big thing in my pick for Dallas to go to the Stanley Cup this year against New York. Is they made the Western Conference Final in 23 and lost to Vegas. They made the Western Conference Final in 24 and lost to the Oilers. So it's those weird things where it's like, okay, you're going to make it, but this time you're going to break through. This time you're going to, break the dam. This time you're going to just, I don't know, just get through it. Just run through that brick wall. I don't know. Do I think they can win the cup? Probably. I don't know. Too soon to tell. Tampa's making the playoffs, but I don't think they're going on a deep run. And then Minnesota. Here's the thing. Before I get laughed out of the building, I want to double check their record. End of overtime. The Celtics beat the Clippers 117 to 113. Okay. Here's the conference. See, I don't want to get laughed out of the building because Minnesota technically is the 4th seed in the West. And Dallas is behind them, Colorado's behind them, LA's behind them, and Calgary's behind them. Okay? And so Calgary's right here, and I have Calgary as average. I have the Kings. So it's like, really, you're going to put them here, but then all these other teams that they're right now statistically ahead of. I haven't. Minnesota hasn't impressed me. I haven't seen. Who knows? Flower could put 16 games together, as netminder, and he could hoist another cup. But again, it's Minnesota, so I don't know. So I'll put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're going to make the playoffs, but it might be it might be one of those things where they make. Sorry, let me grab some things out here. They make the playoffs, but it's one of those things where you stumbled into the playoffs, where you let. Well, what division are they in? Sorry. Let me see who's under them. Okay, so they're in the Central Division. They're above Dallas, but it's like you let Dallas sneak above you. And you had a lead on the Avs too, but you let Dallas jump you, you let Colorado jump you, and so you ended up being the wild card 7 or the wild card 8. Because, yeah, that's just how the standings are. So I don't know, because objectively, I mean, objectively in the Western Conference Central Division, I thought Dallas was going to win it this season, and then out of the Pacific, I thought Edmonton was going to win it. And then out of the Metro, I had New York. So that's going to bite me in the ass. And then out of the Atlantic, I had Florida. So, yeah. Easy, 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 easy dubs. Okay, but that's gonna be my. Why is my cursor freaking out? So yeah, that's the tier list. So these are teams that I think can win the Stanley Cup or get to the Stanley Cup. These are teams that I think can win their conference final or get to it. So like by definition, I can see the Avalanche get to the Western Conference final or even win the Western Conference final. So yeah, we could have a Devils versus Jets. We could have a Devils versus Panthers. Stars versus Capitals. You know, these are teams that I think can get to round one, be one and done, or at least get to round two. Average, not making the playoffs, and then booty. A dark horse Western Conference final, and I'll just say it quickly because I don't know. I have a feeling I might talk about it more than once for the rest of the season. Dallas versus Nashville. That was my Western Conference final pick. I had Dallas getting through Vegas, and then I had the Oilers getting through the Predators, or the other way around. Because again, the divisions are so stupid and weird. And then in the Eastern Conference final, I had New York versus Florida running it back. I probably would have had Florida beating, like, I don't know, Toronto to get there, and then the Rangers beating probably the Hurricanes, something like that. Okay, so let's put that away. Let's go to the chat now. Let's go to the chat. Let's peep. See if you guys got any sports picks. So here, let me put the whoop, that. And we'll go right here. We'll go whoop. Okay, so let me fix the camera real quick. All right, give me 2 seconds. Now we'll go over here, and I got to crop. All right. Sorry, give me 2 seconds. There we go. Dude, the second I learned how to use the crop thing, all my streams have been so much smoother. It's been freaking awesome. Okay, let's go to the chat. Thank you. Their profile name is user player 196. Thank you for the sub. Let's go to from Jeremy Moran. Nah, you died because of a bee, dummy. Should have never trusted Thanos. Obviously, this is probably a Squid Game Season 2 reference. I personally haven't seen Squid Game. I would love to do watch-along parties, but I don't know the copyright claim system with Netflix. And then the other thing, too, is some online, whether it's YouTube TV, Netflix, like you try to screen record something, black screen. So, from Gabe owners. Okay, that's not a plan worth, because I've fallen for so many of those silly names. Okay, if my coworker said she's not interested in me, is it weird for me to show up to her house and ask again? No, do it. Why not? You only live once. No, don't. Shit, do not do that. Don't get involved in a workplace drama shit like that. You do not need that. From Big Dump. Hey, what's going on? From Johnny Cash. Are you Jeff Saturday? Are you Jason Kelsey? Are you a left tackle? I am not. From Ted E, who happens to be an Eagles fan, based on the profile pic. He looks nothing like Jason Kelsey. Are you kidding me? I look exactly like him. No, I'm teasing. From Washed Tank. I thought it was going to be something different, like taint or something. Okay, from Washed Tank. I don't know if I feel good about Travis or Shador. Yes, this probably came from this probably came sooner from the which in fact, what time? Oh no, it's 11:30. It's a chat. Do you guys want me to keep going? Should we do a best available like Mel Kiper and make fun of Mel Kiper's mock draft list? Hell, how long would that take me? Let's see if I can get some queued up here. ESPN.com. I want to see how many NFL Playoff bracket scores, standings, odds, draft. Best available. How many are 8? 8. So there's 200 players. There's 200 players I could look at. Oh, that is so tempting. That is so tempting. 8 players. It's 11:30. I don't know. Okay, we'll sit on it. We'll sit on it. We'll wait. We'll wait. Let me know. Let me know, chat, if we should make fun of that. Okay. I don't know if I feel good about Travis or Shedeur. Well, I think probably the biggest thing about Shedeur that I would criticize is his ability to show up in big games. Which you could say that for a lot of the quarterbacks. I mean, look at Quinn Ewers. He couldn't win the SEC title game. He couldn't beat Ohio State. So in that instance, I would draft someone like Riley Leonard or someone like Will Howard over Shedeur if we're going to measure it by that. Stats-wise, the only QB that was better than him was Cam Ward. But like, you lost to Nebraska. That was a 6-6 team. You didn't show up in the first half at all against BYU. I mean, there were games that he did really well, like the last second drives against Baylor, the Colorado State game last season. Just the big games, and especially we'll all look back at 23, like how they played against Oregon, how they played against USC, how they played against Washington, and then this year, how they played against Kansas. They should have beat Kansas. Like, they had a shot. You beat Kansas, you're a lock to get into the Big 12 championship game. They couldn't do it. Their offense was very subpar. It was like, meh. And then for Travis Hunter, if I'm going to be honest, I have a feeling that, let's just look at Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill's going to cook him every play, just with speed alone. Justin Jefferson, I think he could give Justin Jefferson some fits, but eventually he's gonna wear him down. Jamar Chase is, eating him alive. AJ Brown could probably just outmuscle him because he's got height on him and size, because AJ Brown's probably 40 pounds of muscle heavier than him. So I have a feeling that Travis Hunter will not play DB in the NFL, just because he's not big enough. But that's weird to say because he's still a freakish athlete. So it's like, well, is he just going to play more offense? Like I don't know. I think there's a lot of stuff that we'll decide later that will come to fruition as we get closer to the draft. Because if I'm going to be honest, him as a receiver was pretty okay, mediocre. He didn't statistically have the best wide receiving season because there were a lot of players that had so much better seasons. Nick Nash, no one's going to talk about him. T from Arizona, who else? Luther Burton was okay, but there are a handful of prospects just as a receiver alone that you could probably draft over Travis Hunter. But just with the fact that he plays both sides of the ball, the athleticism, he deserves his flowers to be one of those top 3 picks. If I were to pick, though, out of Shedeur or Travis Hunter, I'm taking Travis Hunter. If I was the Titans, I'm taking Travis Hunter. We got to work with Will Levis, give him just a little bit more time, and then maybe with our 2nd round pick or 3rd round pick, maybe go get a quarterback to just have the competition there. That's where we could use a 2nd round pick on, like, I don't know, Jackson Dart. Who's another QB? Who might be a 2nd round guy? KJ Jefferson. Like, he was good at Arkansas for a little bit. Who else? Jalen Milroe. So I don't know. Because Cam Ward's going to be gone. Shedeur's going to be gone by the time round 2 rolls around, and the Texans would have another pick to go get a QB. So yeah, Let's go back to the chat. Let's see what other sports takes y'all got. Good morning, DL. Good morning. From Biddy Disciple. Do you think MJ is the best basketball player? Yes, I do, and I will die on that hill, and because a lot of people are like, oh, well, just look at the stats. Yeah, the stats do speak volume. 6-0 in the NBA Finals versus LeBron's 4-7, 4-6. So, has LeBron been to more finals? Yes. Has LeBron carried more bum-ass teams to the final? Yes. Does he have the scoring? Yes. There are so many accolades that LeBron has, but 6-0 is 6-0, and the fact that both of them were three-peats, come on. And as we get farther away, we'll compare. I mean, Scottie Pippen was great. We'll compare Scottie Pippen as like the D Wade, for LeBron, or we'll just make comparisons about that. But again, time will determine that. But I'm taking MJ all day, and then maybe even Curry and Kobe over LeBron. LeBron's great though. It's a quick too, but like, what are we measuring here? Are we measuring leadership? Are we measuring physical ability? Are we measuring rings? Because if we're measuring rings, it's Bill Russell, hands down. He had 11. He had like 8 in a row and 11 total. So, but I don't know. But MJ, definitely MJ. From Michael, Chiefs are winning the Super Bowl, bro. Josh Allen's going belt to ass this Sunday. Just wait for it. No, I don't think the Chiefs are going to get bailed out. Well, I say it, and then I have to knock on wood. This Bills Chiefs game is going to be a big one. I don't see the Bills losing this. Like, I do honestly, but just with how many times they've ran into the Chiefs, how many times they have lost to the Chiefs, they gotta win this one. From the real McCoy, lots of running backs. I'd take over Travis Hunter. Yeah, Ashton Jeanty, Cam Scattaboo. There's a shitload of people. Like if I'm going to be honest, if I'm just gonna go strictly my opinion, not go off social media hype and stuff. Like if we're looking at just talent alone and like playmakers, look at what Quinshon Judkins just did in the national championship. Look at what Will Howard, like, it's like everybody from Ohio State's roster and Notre Dame's roster, they're going to be the first guys that go out. You know what I mean? But there's so many different factors. Because, I mean, the 49ers, for example, they got Christian McCaffrey, they got Mason, they got, or you could do the Ravens. I mean, they got Derrick Henry, designed run, QB, yes, Lamar. The best quarterback, running back, the most running back quarterback. How would I the best running back to ever play quarterback or some stupid shit like that? I'm trying to make a lighthearted joke here, but I mean, do the Ravens need a running back? No. So would they go get Cam Scattaboo? No. But yeah, they're like, each team has its own different flaws. Like, I guarantee you, Vikings are going to go get a lineman. They're probably going to go get the dude out of LSU, but Campbell might be gone because Vikings would be like around pick 25, 26, just because of how late they went into the season. Go ahead, ask a question. Ask a question. What time is it? You know, it's 11:40. Let's roll with it. Let's go to the draft. Let's go to the draft. Let's look at Mel Kiper's board, and let's make fun of it. Why not? Here, let me get. Here, where's my display capture? Here, hold on, wait. Let's move this over right here. Ooh, trippy. Let's get this. Okay, so hold on. Watch this, guys. Watch this. Watch this. Ready? So we're gonna go right here. We're gonna minimize this. We're gonna go crop, and then we're gonna go to here, and then to here, and then to here, and then till about right here-ish. Okay, so I have, you know, actually, in fact, let me grab this. Let me move this over just a little bit. Okay, we'll put this over here in the corner. No one puts baby in a corner. And then I'll just scoot my camera over this way so it looks a little better. And then here on the short side, let's make me a little bit smaller. Whoop. And then it's going to go right here above my head. Let's get that display capture up. Same thing. I'm going to crop this. Let's crop this. Let's crop this. Let's crop to about right there. Oh, no, no. You know, actually, in fact, let's just crop it till about right there to James Pierce, just so we can see it. Yeah, this is okay. This is how we'll end. No question, Harv? Come on, ask a question. If you got a sports question, ask away, ask away. All right, here we go. Yeah, let's do it. Let's make fun of Mel Kiper. We're already doing draft boards. Let's do it. Let's do it. Might as well. I'm definitely going to feel this in the morning. I'm going to be like, shit, I shouldn't have stayed up. I did. Let's crop me. There you go. All right, we rolling. We rolling. Okay. All right. Now the other question is, do we go by quarterbacks or do we... No, let's just do overall because, for example, let me go to D end. See, look, no... See, look, he doesn't have any D ends, but look at all the D tackles he's got. So, okay, here we go. Overall, his number one best available with a 93 grade, Abdul Carter. I'm not going to lie. Abdul Carter is a day one guy. Is he going first off the board? No. Travis Hunter? Yeah, I can get behind that one. Mason Graham? No. No, I don't like the Mason Graham one, and the reason why is because just the production of Michigan and that defense overall. I'd put Will Johnson as we scroll down a little more. I put Will Johnson over Mason Graham, but that's just me. Ashton Jeanty, yep, best running back in the country, which I'm already noticing. Where's Cam Scatterbo, Mel? Mel, where's Cam, dude? Any Cam Scatterbo? Hold on, let's go. Okay, these are individual. I don't see any Cam Scatterbo, guys. Let me know. What were we on? Well, 4 now. Like Mason Taylor. He'll take Mason Taylor over Cam Scatterbo. The hell? Like, just dumb. Okay, you guys probably wonder, why the hell do you bash on Mel Kiper so much? Because of dumb shit like this. Like, Emeka Ibuka over Cam Scatterbo. Like, I get that. But, like, yeah, just still don't see him. Still don't see Cam Scannaboo. Still, nope. Get out of there. Oh, there he is. Number 97. Oh, out of here. This is why I shit on. Dude, this is why I shit on Mel Kiper all the time. And just poke fun, because it's like, really? Or are you even watching these games? I mean, I know I'm not watching every game, but yeah. Sun Devil fans have known how special Cam Scannaboo was. And dude single-handedly was like, we're not losing to Texas this way. Yeah. Okay. Ashton Dinchey, Will Johnson, Mikael Williams. Yeah. Mikael was really good for Georgia. Nick Scorton, Texas A&M. Is this him? Yep. Okay. All right. James Pierce. I'm not gonna lie. No, I think his draft stock fell just a little bit because where is he in the Buckeye game? Shadur. Josh Simmons. Linemen are hard to watch. Jalen Walker. Okay. Malachi Starks. Okay. Benjamin Morrison. Okay. Kelvin Banks Jr. Okay. Yep. There's T-Mac from Arizona. Tyler Warren for Penn State. Okay. Walter Nolan. Again, I don't know how to grade D tackles or Cam Ward. Okay. Trey Harris. Josh Connery Jr. Tyleek Williams. Colston Loveland for Michigan. And again, like, Colston Loveland didn't have the most impressive season. No hate, but you take Colston Loveland over Cam Scannaboo. Tyler Booker. Offensive guard. Okay, Nick Amatori. Will Campbell. There's Will Campbell. I was talking a little earlier about Will Campbell. Okay. Siobhan Riddle Jr. Yeah, he's the one that got injured earlier this year. Okay, Jahad Campbell. Okay. Dude, is this the one that was tweaking out and losing his shit after they lost to Vandy? I think it was. Cameron Williams, Texas, Emeka Ibuka. Like, you put Loveland over Ibuka? You put a tight end over this wide receiver? Okay, Mel. Jared Ivey, edge, okay. Deontay Lawson, Derek Harmon, Janae Barron, Jonah Sava-Ianee. I think I said this game when I did the live stream for K-State in Arizona, and I butchered the shit out of that name. Shamar, and I butchered it again. My bad, Jonah. Shamar Turner, okay. Xavier Watts. He should be a little higher. He played really good. Amarian Hunt. Damn it. Amarian Hampton, running back. I had high hopes for him coming into the season, but he didn't. North Carolina really struggled. Savion Williams, Caleb Johnson, Evan Stewart, Kenneth Grant, Jordan Birch, Tucker Davis, Alfred Collins, Ariante Ursary, Danny Dennis Sutton. You know, hey, with he should be maybe even a little higher with that Notre Dame game. Devonna Jackson, Emory Jones, Luther Burden, Landon Jackson, Shamar Stewart, Lander Burton, Quinshon Judkins. See, here's Quinshon Judkins at 53. Dude just put 3 touchdowns on Notre Dame in the national championship. Kevin Winston Jr., Tez Johnson. I'd have Tez Johnson maybe a little higher, just a little bit. Quincy Riley, JT. Oh my hell! Let me guess. Jack Sawyer's probably like somewhere around here. The hell, dude! Jack Sawyer's probably the number one. If you want to go get a linebacker, edge, D tackle. Hold on, let's see if he even had linebacker. No available. So then where did he put inside linebacker, Cody, Sony, Styles, Cody Simon. Okay. Where's edge? Put Abdullah. There's Jack Sawyer. Okay, so Jack Sawyer's somewhere on this list. There's JT. Okay, so they're an edge. Okay. Give me a break. Give me a break, Mel. Where were we? Shit, we're only on slide 3. Okay, we'll start blitzing through this. Here we go. Okay, here's where this is already out of date. Carson Beck's not even going to the draft anymore. He's in Miami. So I was like, hey, dumbass, update your list. Whatever. So JT, I'd have him a little higher. Anthony Belton. Isaiah Bond. You're kidding me. Have Isaiah Bond higher. Quinn Ewers higher. I'll be honest, I don't. Carson Beck lower. Eric Iaminer. He had his good. The Colorado game. Jalen Milroe, maybe a little higher. Deontay Walker, Seth McLaughlin, Nicholas Singleton, Jalen Royals, Wyatt Mullins, Trey Amos, Jaden Higgins, Jordan James, Ty Robinson, Mason Taylor, Billy Brown, Jack Sawyer, higher. Sebastian Castro, Travion Henderson, higher. Princely. Trevor Etienne. Kobe Bryant. Gunnar Helm, so much higher. Cam Scattaboo, top 10. Terrence Ferguson, so much higher. Andrew Makuba, higher. Damn, this list sucks. It's like the ESPN top 100 athletes. It's like, really? Samson, higher. Ollie Gordon. Look, if we're talking a couple seasons ago, Ollie Gordon, yes, a lot higher. Oh no. Oh no. Oh shit. Yikes. But if we're talking a couple seasons ago, type Ollie Gordon, yes, but dude, Oklahoma State sucked ass this year. They were not good. Michael Evans, Danny Stutzman. Dude, Danny Stutzman higher. Dylan Gabriel higher. What the hell? 119 for Dylan Gabriel. The quarterback of the undefeated team is 119. Oh shit! How the hell does Mel Kiper still have a job? Taj Brooks. I'd put Taj Brooks higher. I think he was top 3 in all stat categories for running backs. Jalen Noel, a little bit higher. Denzel Berkeley, oh yes, Ahmed from Boise State, maybe a little higher, maybe a little bit higher. Colin Lacey from Louisville. Elijah Roberts, Junior Roberts, Logan. Xavier Restrepo at 158. Bro, have you even watched a Miami game? Top 25. Jay Knott, he can be up more. Oh, I'm just realizing now, Kyle McCord. I haven't said Kyle McCord's name yet. And there's Stackhouse. Stackhouse should be higher. Tonka. Donovan Edwards. Ooh. He didn't have his best season this year, but he definitely could be higher. Jackson Dart should be higher. Jalen Smith, Preston Hodge, Curtis Rourke, Sony Styles, higher. Ty Hamilton, higher. There's Kyle McCord. Oh, let's just fit him right here at the very end. Tyler Show. And Torrey Horton. So let me see your quarterbacks. Oh, this has Mel Kiper written all over it. I'd have Cam at 1, Quinn at 2, Dylan at 3, hell, maybe even Kyle McCord. I don't like, for example, let's just go last game of the season, okay? Kyle McCord come back against the Canes and beat ranked Miami. Colorado's not beating Miami. No. So I look at it that way. Like, which QB can get the big game wins? Because like Curtis Rourke, no. Jackson Dart, no. Tyler Show, no. Hell, not even Dylan Gabriel, bro. He choked in the Rose Bowl. So I don't know. I want to look at this list. I want to dissect it again a lot later down the line though. And then running backs. Let me guess, you'll have Scattaboo at number 9. Get the fuck out of here. Look at all. Judkins, okay, I can understand. But like, who? Was Singleton? Okay, I get that one. But like, who? And then, get out of here. Whatever. All right, people, let me close out of this. Hold on. Display capture. Gun. Let's go here. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Ooh. Fix that up a little bit. Sweet. We're back to it. Okay, let's go to. Okay, I can close out of this. Save. Close out of that. Yes. And then, all right, let's check the chat one more time. Here we go. I am not reading that out loud. Life with Pana's number 1. I am not reading that around. I am not reading that out loud. Bob, we're finishing up a stream, dude. We've been covering sports for like the last hour-ish. Made fun of a couple mock drafts. Gave a Stanley Cup pick, which is probably going to blow up by tomorrow, and then tier list for the NHL. All right, people. Anything else from the chat? You guys have been fun. 7 likes. Thank you for the 7 likes. Yeah, I got nothing much else. Here, let me close out of some of these tabs. And get this thing ready. Let's go over here. All right, people. We're gonna end it there. It's midnight o'clock. This stream went a little longer than I expected, but it was worth it. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you liked what you saw, let me know. Hit that like button, hit that sub. Which in fact, let's see how many subs we gained. Let's see the back end. Of this stream. See how much we've gained. We've gained a couple subs. All right. Sick. Okay. All right. So, if you guys have fun, be sure to tune in again. Soon we're gonna probably do, just because we did an NHL one today, We'll probably do an NBA one tomorrow for tier list and then playoff prediction. Other than that, nothing too crazy. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll catch you guys in another stream. Thank you so much. Peace.